Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about 10 Tron Yield Farming projects. Not one, not two, not five, not seven, but 10. So make sure you stick right to the end because there's going to be a couple that you may not know about. And also, there's one that is launching in about 2 to 3 hours by the time I upload this video. That's right at the end, so make sure you stick right to the end. Okay, so before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button. It's really going to help the channel and it's going to show YouTube that you guys enjoy the content. So that's what I want to deliver today, some good value. And just because I'm showing you these projects, okay, doesn't mean I'm endorsing them. I'm just simply a YouTuber. This is not financial advice, and I'm just putting the information in front of you so you can do further research. So I'm not in any way endorsing any of these projects, okay? So first one, PLL Finance, you probably know about this. This is the first Tron DeFi project on Tron, and it kind of set the benchmark. Tron Fi give this one a bit of a bump. They're not, I guess, I don't know whether it's the same mob, but you know, they're kind of affiliated because the Tron Fire's website is kind of supporting them quite a lot. They've got quite a bit of volume now. So there's still quite a bit of volume there, 16 million volume, plenty of volume. So despite PLL not having launch any farms, it's still pretty strong. You know, people are waiting for this TRX pool to open. They haven't opened it yet. Okay, so the next token you probably already know about, SalmonSwap. This is like the second one that they launched on Dragonfire. This one's had some fight in the beginning, but even though the APYs are still pretty big, like they're pretty. If you look at here, like, I haven't got my Tron wallet connected, but yeah, they're still 2,000%, 1,000%. But you know, it's relatively safe if you want to say it. So that's SalmonSwap. I'll put all the links below, okay, guys? So this one here, Dim Sum. This one, I think this one just crashed and burned. There wasn't enough liquidity, and they took it off JustSwap. JustSwap booted them out. So I don't know how far this project actually went. It just might have just never got off the ground. I didn't hear a lot about this one either, so that was a dim sum. Let's go to the next one, Durian Finance. Okay, so Cherry, this one's also very new. It's about 2 or 3 days old. What I don't like about this one is, I mean, it's got a nice interface and everything's nice and clean. First of all, the supply is too high for me. So there's only 237,000 liquidity. That's not enough, in my opinion, because if someone dumps, it can move the price a lot. And because because the volume isn't only very small, it can be a big problem. These coins can really dump; they can halve in value very quickly. So that's the danger with these things, and even the supply. Not all the supply is out because they're releasing this. What they normally do is they release these tokens on a schedule, and then they just halve the rewards. But I don't know the exact schedule with this one, but this looks like that a lot of the supply is not even out. So they're withholding the supply because they want to keep the price up. But all you need is someone to dump with this, and the price will just halve. The problem with these, with the volume of this stuff, because if this was like 10 million, and someone dumped a couple of 100,000, it wouldn't really matter. But because the volume is so small, like the liquidity is only 237,000. Imagine if someone dumped 100 grand, the price of this would just halve instantly. And what happens is when your tokens halve, you can run into big problems because now you've put your tokens in and they've halved in price. Now you've got to mine longer, if that makes sense, to get to your ROI. And also the other danger is once it halves in price, if you liquidate and get out of the LP token or the liquidity pair, you're going to lose half your money on the native token. So you've got to be very careful when you look at the liquidity. Very, very careful. Siracha, I did a review on this a couple of days ago. This one here also, it dumped because it was going really well. The daily returns, I mean, the daily returns are still good, but I don't know what's happening. This volume seems to be, it never keeps on going up. I mean, this is just my opinion. I reckon devs are dumping, because every time that this was up to 1 million at one point, okay, contract was up to 1 million at one point, and we're going to have a look at the contract, and it's never gone back up. So every time it goes back up, someone is selling. It's causing selling pressure, and it's dumping the price of the coin. Even though that this is still giving, I think it's like 20% per day, 23% per day. The APY or even just the daily percentage, that might look good, and people look at the daily percentage, right? And they go, oh wow, this coin is giving me, 30%, 50%, 100% or whatever, if they get in early. But what they don't understand is that once the coin dumps in price, they're back to, like, they've got to basically earn double now to get back to the original price. Okay, so the price has gone up a little bit. This was under 300,000, and it's gone up a little bit. The price has gone up maybe about 50 cents, 80 cents. So yeah, as you can see, it's still doing 27% a day, which is quite high. But again, you got to watch the liquidity, not the price. Now, there was another one too, which I haven't mentioned, but I mean, you guys probably already know. I mentioned in my other video, and that's Tron Finance. Well, that's got a total supply of 12,428. I tend to like the lower supply because there's less coins, and it just requires less people for the price to go up. Like Siracha's got 63,500, and this price just keeps on dumping, and so does the liquidity. It just my opinion. I think the devs are dumping. But a corn I haven't tried, but I don't really know too much about this one. I did a review yesterday on Dragon Ball. There's some fun about this one. You can't go to the main site because it doesn't load. You just have to go to the backup.dragonfire.net. Again, I'll put all the links all below. There's no ROI on this. There's no ROI stats. Doesn't work. I did do a small test on this and I pulled out. This is just a fork from Jackpool. That's what they said on their Medium. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. So yeah, I mean, this one here, if they had like proper stats, maybe more people would get into it. There's only 10,000 supply, but maybe they've already fixed it. But I mean, usually you don't find the stats until you actually start farming. Then they'll tell you the stats. So I did have just a tiny bit in here, and I just pulled out because I was just making the video, obviously. Again, any of these, you got to do your due diligence on these things. Don't just get into them because you saw my YouTube video. This other one here, Moonpool Finance, this is up to like $170 a token, and there's only 10,000 supply. Now, currently, anyone that's within this farming now, you have to withdraw your Moonpool tokens or your liquidity pair or anything that is staked. You have to withdraw it, whether it's Thai, Pearl, Carrot, whatever. You got to withdraw it because they're moving over to this star pool, okay, and that's going to happen like within the next couple of days, next day or so. So then you better start mining again with this. All right, so basically they're just transferring everything over to this. Okay, you're still going to use your MFI tokens, but you're just going to be coming to this site. So yeah, that's what that is. If you're mining this now, withdraw all your funds. Go and have a Telegram group. This one, Candy Farm. I was mining a little bit here, test the waters with it. Again, this one took a big dump because what I talked about could happen to Cherry. Okay, because there's only 200 and something plus thousand in liquidity. It's not enough. So all it takes is one whale to dump, and then everyone else will follow suit, and the price will dump. And if you're holding your bags, they're not going to be worth anything. Sorry, this candy, $6. It was $15 when I bought a little bit. So again, see this curve here. There was 100 and something thousand liquidity, and then someone dumped basically 50,000, and it halved the price. So that is a problem when you get into these yield farming projects where the liquidity is so small. All it takes is one person or the devs to start dumping on you, and the price movement is going to be major. I don't think that's something that people know when they get into this stuff. So yeah, you're getting in early, because usually what happens is the rewards in the first 3 days or the first week or the first so many X amount of tokens is at the highest, and then usually what happens is then it halves, and then halves and halves and halves the rewards. And they usually work on this kind of curve, bonding curve kind of thing, okay? Most of these, to get their APY, but basically how these Tron Yield Farming, and pretty much they're all the same, they use this curve, and basically how it works is, well, the simple layman's terms answer is they start at really high because obviously there's less people in there that are buying and providing liquidity or farming, okay, or have the LP tokens in the smart contract. As more and more people come in there, it's like a curve, and the less the APY, the returns or the rewards get less as more and more people get into it. And that's basically how it all works, if you want to put it in layman's terms. So the sooner you get in, you're going to get the highest reward, plus you're going to get the first batch of rewards before it halves, okay? However, what I just explained before, it's very, very risky, because if you're getting in something and it's only 90,000 liquidity, all it takes is one person to dump 10,000 coins, and it's going to be a major shift in 10%. People get FOMO, then they dump, then the whole thing goes kaput. Game over. That's the danger. Okay, so these are my last two. Thanks for sticking to the end. This one is a Chinese one, okay? It's called Durian Finance. If you don't know what durian is, it's a famous fruit. They call it the king of fruits. You can find it in Southeast Asia, prominently in Thailand, and it's a very delicious fruit. You either love it or you hate it. This one, I think this has got an Asian flavour to it, because obviously it's called Durian Finance. I don't think it's on JustSwap. There's very limited information about this. They're saying the price is $39, and they're saying that the contract pass chain safety audit. Again, if you click on one of these, it's all written in Chinese. See? And if you go to the Telegram group, it's all Chinese. I don't know. This one might be a Chinese one, brand new. There's like nothing. I don't know too much about it, so I wouldn't join it. But again, if you know more information about it, you don't know. Who knows? Okay. So there's that one. Again, I'll put all the links below. And this is the last one. This is the one that's launching in only a couple of hours. It's Ice Cream Finance, and this one's only got a token supply of 1,530. Now, I imagine that each token is going to be worth quite a bit. They're not on JustSwap, obviously. There's no liquidity. They're basically just launching with the tokens to be farmed. So you can't get on JustSwap until you have liquidity. So I think they're trying to get on JustSwap, but they need liquidity first. So this is launching 6 hours as of making this video. By the time I upload this video, it'll probably be 5 hours. Obviously, do your due diligence. I had a bit of a sticky beak around the Discord. There was admins there, and I was asking some questions like, what will be the, how will it work? How are you going to arrive to the price? And they said that to get to the to actually buy the tokens, you can actually buy them off JustSwap, they said, but you're going to get charged a fee. So I don't know how that works. Okay, so you can buy this token here, this WRTX. You buy this, and then you're going to get this WRTX. All right, and that's apparently that's the actual token that you need to get on this. See, deposit your WTRX. You earn ice cream. Deposit ANK to earn ice cream. That's basically what you do, and you can buy it that way. So that's ice cream. Do you further due diligence? I don't know how this one's going to go. It's got a low supply though, so you could pump. We'll see. Again, none of this is financial advice. It's just simply me just doing YouTube videos, giving you more information so you can do further research. So we had pearl, which you guys know about, salmon, dim sum. I think that took a dump and is not recovered. We got cherry, Siracha, corn, Dragon Ball, Moonpool Finance, which is not available for the next 24 hours until they get onto starpool.finance. Then we got candy. We got this one here, which it's just launched, but it's I think it's a Chinese one. Durian. We've got ice cream, which is launching in a couple of hours. Alright guys, so let me know what you think. Do you think that these yield farming projects, that they're because BTC has taken a dump, a lot of people have got out of them, or do you think they're going to come back? Do you think they're pumping more than ever? Which ones are you in? Which ones are you going to avoid? Let me know. Comment below if there's anything I can help you with, as in the technical aspect, or you don't know how to find your tokens, you don't know how to add liquidity, you don't know how to remove liquidity, you don't know how to fix your transactions when they fail. Comment below and I'll help you out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so then you get my latest videos, and I'll see you in the next video.